Cafe Networking Podcast promotes successful business experts. I'm Tom Rioch, known as the King of Networking, connecting people throughout the world from my podcast studio in Brazil. Joining us today from Southport, Queensland in Australia is Neal Fisher, on the mission to build the nation and to build the future. He's author of A Unified Man, Building a Nation from Within, now available on Amazon. So, Neal, what is a unified man?
King of networking. That's quite a statement there, Tom. I love it. A unified man is clear. A unified man is in control. He has no weaknesses because he has acknowledged all of his weaknesses. And that's the thing. You reach the sublime through subtraction. You look at all of the things in your life that aren't working. It's like anything that's given you a backstep, anything that's holding you back, you've got to get rid of it. Because when you do that, you automatically go forwards. Your strengths will automatically flourish as soon as you get rid of all the alcohol, the drugs, the pornography, the bad people that you hang around with, even just the negative ways of thinking or the news that you consume, all of that crap. When you get rid of it, you have no choice. And here's the thing. The key word is control. The whole idea is having command and control. We think we're powerful. We think we're this, we think we're that. But most of us, we're slaves to a product.
Right.
Or we're slaves to an entertainment. Just like anybody, pretty much anybody, just stop drinking. Don't have a drink again.
Right.
They can't do it. Stop eating, lollies. They can't do it. You're not in control. You're not who you think you are because there's something external. And ultimately, it's not some great mysterious force that has control. It's just some stupid product. So you need to see reality for what it is.
I agree with you. We are controlled. We have been controlled. We're programmed to be controlled. So what you're saying, it's not inbound, it's outbound. Get rid of it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, all these things, or they distract and distort all of our attention. They keep us trapped in our, addictive survival mechanism of, that feels good when I rub it on my tongue, or I'm watching something and that feels great when I watch that. Get rid of all of that crap because it's all external. Because here's the thing about the unified man. It's exactly that. You're unified in one piece. I mean, we live in a torn world. I mean, torn families, torn identities, and torn within. Everything is divided. There's a division. And here's the thing, right? Every single problem in the entire world has the exact same source, whether it's a brutal dictator, an environmental catastrophe, a broken family, depression, anxiety, suicide, whatever it is, a drug addiction, whatever it is, they all got the same problem. And it's a problem of the mind. It's a problem of the division between our heart and our mind. There's a division there. Our heart tells us the truth. We have an internal compass. All of us, when we really sit down, we all know that we need to be moving in a certain direction.
We talk about the heart and we talk about what we see not happening is empathy. We don't feel the heart in business or in the real world or with friends anymore. It all seems to be mechanical.
Mechanical is the world. It's all logic. It's all analytical. It's all objectified. That's the big thing. Everything is just objects, means to getting towards your goal, means to getting to your glorious applause. But even when you get it, it's empty. And then you're looking for the next applause. It's just a cycle of addiction. It's a cycle of needing something other than what's already immediately apparent. And what's immediately apparent is the heart, the feeling, the sensation, this present moment. So the whole idea is to get back to that. When you get rid of all of your addictions, all of your weaknesses, and then actually step into using your body, you start to your mind and heart and your body, they will realign naturally. You'll start to get a bit of clarity in your life. And that's what it is. A unified man is clear. And when you can be clear, then you can start to take control of your life.
I can see from your site here, you say what your objective is to make persons unrecognizable, unshakable, and unbreakable. Basically, we've been broken.
Yeah, Exactly. We're all broken. Every single one of us. It's not that we're born broken, but we get broken. I mean, look at a child, right? When a child is born, a child is pure. A child is aligned with the greater source. I mean, it is the perfect embodiment of the human nature. I mean, they're playful, they're humorous, they want to have fun, they're curious, they are, they're explorative, all these things, all these great expansive behaviors and characteristics. But then through time, through the poker hand that we all get dealt in life, the influences, the indoctrination, re-education system, and then just the nastiness that occurs through teenage trauma that we all know nobody escapes from. Then all of our expansive characteristics, they shut off, and then it all becomes retractive.
Right.
It all contracts inwards, and then we all go in, and we don't go within in a good way. We don't, search inside for deeper meaning and understanding. We go inside here, and then we start to wonder why. We start to torment ourselves and start to think about what's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? They did it to us. The world, not the world, but the civilization did it to us.
Right.
And then we end up doing it to ourselves.
Right. I can see from the title, A Unified Man, Building a Nation from Within. So basically, you're helping the broken put the pieces back together. And as you say, it starts from within. It starts with us. It starts with me.
Yeah, every single one of us. Because it's like this, Tom. Every system in the entire planet, every government, every military, every business, every organization, every, primitive tribe, anything, every group of people, it's all a reflection of the systems of a single human being. All of it. Every nation. The consciousness, the actual consciousness, the central seat of housing in the center of our brain, of our, experiential awareness, the actual consciousness. That's like the leader. That's like the incumbent. And this is just an abbreviated version. Okay, that's the leader. That's the president. That is the tribesman. That is the chief.
Right.
The mind is like the keys to power. The mind is, all of the web of influence. Think of like a Senate, you're right? Everyone's squabbling and there's all this crap rattling around and everyone has all these agendas.
Right.
Our minds are like that. They're scattered.
It's just a bunch of noise. I agree with you. Just noise.
Just a bunch of static noise, bud. So when we actually get rid of our weaknesses, start using our body, we get that clarity to shift back from the squabble. And then we can actually bring all the voices into alignment and get clear direction on where we want to go. And then from there, we can actually really lord over our bodies. And our bodies is the country, the nation itself. I mean, it's the population. It's the healthcare system. It's the military. I mean, each one of us is a one-man army.
Right.
I mean, violence isn't cool. I mean, real violence isn't cool, but it's violence that holds the civilization together. The threat of violence gives us what gives us stability, and violence comes back to physical prowess.
Right.
We've lost our physical prowess. Now, conscious elevation, I mean, that's the epitome, but our primary function is based here in the physical realm. It's based in the body. So by getting these three centers aligned, you're actually taking full command and control of your internal territory. And that's why it's called building that nation from within.
Well, how can our audience find you? It's the body, it's the mind, it's the soul. So how can your voice, transmitted through your book, how can our listeners find you?
Number one, the best way to get onto me is on Instagram. It's just Neal Fisher, NEALFISHER _ all one word. Talk to me on there. I'll get straight back to you. It's what I do. And then there's my website, which is www.theunifiedman.com.au. And you'll get the link to the book on Amazon, or just search A Unified Man on Amazon if you just want after the book. But if you want to talk to me, you can talk to me. Instagram.
Very good. So thanks for being here and sharing, Neal.
My pleasure, man. Stay strong, and I'll see you up ahead.
We will. And again, for our listeners, it's Neal Fisher, Neil, the last name F-I-S.
No, A-L.
N-E-I-L.
No, N-E-A-L.
N-E-I-L. Fisher, F-I-S-H-E-R. Right? Neal. I'm sorry.
A for Apple.
Neal. Fisher.
That's the one, baby.
We got it, all right? You'll find him on theunifiedman.com.au, theunifiedman.com.au, and on Instagram. Cafe Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at their site, focusmi.com. Talk to Tom, talk to the world. Thanks for listening. Until the next time here at Cafe and Networking Podcast.